Have you ever thought about how some of the most well-known cults got started? The scary stories and news stories hide a dark past that is full of mystery and drama. We're going backward to history to find out where the world's scariest groups came from in this investigation. Come with us as we look into how these groups developed, the ideas they spread, and the lasting effects they had on society. Hello and welcome to Origins Explained, the dark history of scary cults. The enigma of cults. Unveiled. What makes up a cult more than the surface? When you first look at it, a cult might look like a close-knit group of people who share beliefs or hobbies. But this is just the surface. There is a complicated body of psychological deception, unwavering control, and charismatic leadership below. Cults are more than just groups. They are carefully set up to make people deeply loyal to a person or cause, often without question. In this article, we look at the psychological underpinnings and social engineering that turn a normal meeting into a cult. We also look at the control mechanisms and the allure that draws people away from normal life and into the strange. Echoes of influence. How the cult changed society. The story of cults doesn't end with their secret meetings and isolated homes. The real tragedy and power of these events comes in the effects they leave in people's lives and in society as a whole. We'll look at the deep effects cults have on their members and on society as a whole through heartbreaking stories of lost connections, changed identities, and broken hopes. These stories are a scary warning of how the search for belonging can go wrong, showing what it costs people to be completely devoted. A journey through time, the cult phenomenon in historical perspective. Cults are not mere footnotes in the annals of history. They are woven into its very fabric, influencing and being influenced by the societal tides of their times. From ancient rituals to modern-day movements, the concept of the cult has evolved, yet its core elements, charismatic leaders, apocalyptic visions, and esoteric teachings, remain unchanged. By journeying through the ages, we uncover how cults have both shaped and been shaped by the political, social, and economic currents of their eras, offering insights into the enduring allure of these enigmatic communities. Into the Abyss, Case Studies of Infamous Cults. The Jonestown Massacre, A Descent into Madness. In 1978, Jim Jones orchestrated one of the most tragic events in cult history, leading over 900 followers of the People's Temple to a mass suicide in Jonestown, Guyana. This section will unravel the journey of Jones from a charismatic leader advocating racial equality to a despot enforcing loyalty through fear and manipulation. We'll explore how Jones's promise of a utopian society devolved into a nightmare, culminating in a tragic end. The Jonestown Massacre serves as a harrowing reminder of the dangers of unquestioned allegiance to a single leader. Heaven's Gate. The Cosmic Exit. Heaven's Gate, led by Marshall Applewhite, combined elements of Christianity, ufology, and apocalyptic prophecy to convince 39 members to participate in a mass suicide in 1997, believing they would ascend to a higher existence. This segment examines how Applewhite's blend of science fiction and spirituality created a compelling, though fatal, narrative that captivated his followers. By dissecting the group's beliefs and the events leading up to their collective demise, we aim to understand the psychological mechanisms at play in the seductive promise of transcendence. The Order of the Solar Temple. Transcendence through Tragedy. Spanning the early 90s, the Order of the Solar Temple's leaders, Luc Jouret and Joseph Dimambro, promised spiritual salvation and rebirth to their followers, which tragically led to over 70 deaths through a series of mass suicides and murders. This section delves into the cult's complex belief system, which merged Knights Templar lore with New Age apocalyptic predictions, to understand how Jure and Dimambro convinced their followers to commit such acts in the pursuit of transcendence. The story of the Order of the Solar Temple is a chilling tale of how the quest for spiritual enlightenment can be manipulated into justification for horror. Unveiling the mindset, the psychology behind cult membership, the lure of belonging, understanding the appeal. Why do people join cults? At the heart of this question lies the universal human need for belonging, purpose, and meaning. This segment explores how cults exploit these desires, offering an alluring promise of community and significance in a rapidly changing world. Through interviews with psychologists and stories from former cult members, we'll uncover the nuanced psychological tactics used to attract and retain members, shedding light on the potent combination of social isolation, existential angst, and the search for identity that cults manipulate to their advantage. The role of charismatic leadership in cult dynamics. Charismatic leaders are the linchpin of cults, wielding an almost mystical ability to influence and control their followers. But what makes these individuals so compelling? This part of the script examines the characteristics of charismatic cult leaders, their methods of creating an unshakable faith among followers, and the psychological impact of their influence. By dissecting famous cases, we reveal how charisma, when coupled with manipulation and exploitation, can lead to powerful and often destructive group dynamics. Breaking free, the journey out of the abyss. Leaving a cult is no simple feat. It's a complex and deeply personal journey out of manipulation and control. In this concluding segment, we explore the challenges faced by those who decide to break free from a cult's grip. Through personal testimonies and expert insights, we highlight the psychological toll of leaving, the process of deprogramming, and the path to recovery and rebuilding one's life. This part not only provides a hopeful outlook on the possibility of healing, but also offers valuable lessons on resilience, identity, and the power of the human spirit to overcome manipulation. Reflecting on the shadows to find the light. As we conclude our journey into the dark history of terrifying cults, we've traversed through chilling tales of manipulation, tragedy, and the quest for belonging gone awry. These stories, as harrowing as they are, offer us invaluable lessons on the human condition, the power of influence, and the resilience needed to escape the grip of manipulation. Understanding the dynamics of cults shines a light on our own vulnerabilities, the desire for belonging, purpose, and clarity in a complex world. However, it also highlights our incredible strength and capacity for critical thinking, self-preservation, and growth. By recognizing the signs of undue influence, we can guard not only ourselves, but also help those around us. The power of education and awareness. Knowledge is our best defense against the allure of cults. Educating ourselves and others about the psychological tactics used by manipulative groups empowers us to make informed decisions. Let's commit to fostering open dialogues about these issues, encouraging a society where questioning and seeking diverse perspectives are valued. For those who have walked the difficult path out of a cult, their journey toward healing is both challenging and inspiring. Supporting recovery organizations and advocating for mental health resources are tangible ways we can offer solidarity and aid to survivors. Together, we can build a network of support that uplifts and empowers individuals to reclaim their autonomy. The Beacon of Hope. Though the stories of cults are filled with darkness, they also serve as beacons of hope, reminding us of the resilience of the human spirit. Let's take these lessons to heart, fostering a world where empathy, critical thinking, and community support illuminate the path away from manipulation and toward genuine connection and understanding.